Hey, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. So ignore the stuff behind me. You can see I've been cooking. Got cakes in the back and some stuff over there. I got to make Valentine's Day dinner, but I wanted to do this live before we get to that. So we are officially open. I don't even know how we open though. Because we're going to do something strange for a little change for Valentine's Day today. I wanted to show you guys the latest puzzle I did. Look, it comes in this cute little box. And it says, I love you to the moon and back. And I do. I love you guys. That's why we did so many videos this week. So let us get started. So I intended to do Sherlock Holmes, but, and then I got to show you my outfit. I am giving like a virgin, but pink. Madonna, like a virgin, but pink, meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, when she went to prom. And look at this. It got this cute little split, like, honey, I am giving. Oh, and then boom, the jacket, boom, got red for Valentine's Day. Yes, honey. Yes, we are giving Valentine's Day with the purple hair. Scott, what do you think about my Valentine's Day outfit that you bought?
I love it.
Yes, and then we got the heart nails, honey. We are doing it. We killing it for Valentine's Day. Okay, so we're going to do something different. Was going to do Sherlock, but made a determination because I went to the used bookstore today. And I was like, oh, look at this. Like this book just jumped out at me, probably because it says Valentine in the title. So we're going to do something strange for a little change. Tell me if you guys like it. I can go get the rest of the series because it's a whole series. But I had a great time. And it is called The Alien Next Door, the Mystery Valentine. Woo-hoo-hoo. And this is by, because Scott got on me about not saying the author. This is by A.I Newton. I don't know if that stands for something or if he being funny. I don't know. Or if he or she is being funny. So we're going to do this story today. Again, tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you don't. You know, be nice, be kind, be loving. Okay, so Scott,
Yeah.
What do you think this book is going to be about?
Gonna guess it's some alien living in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'm gonna have to judge a book by its cover. Looks like he's like a kid in like middle school or high school, maybe probably middle school. So he's trying to learn about our people through that perspective, and it must be Valentine's Day, so he's gonna learn a lesson through Valentine's.
Period. Yeah, and we're gonna learn one too through Valentine's. Okay, so the main character, his name is Zeke, and he's an alien, and he's down here with his parents because they're observing. They're like investigators, observers of Earth. They just want to know what we doing down here. Boy, oh boy, they're in for a thrill, aren't they? Coming down here to Earth. I don't know what year they came, but baby, it's been exciting down here over on the third rock from the sun, hasn't it? So Zeke's here with his parents, and they wear little human disguises, so they blend in very well. And so, you know, he started school, and he's letting you know, like, he started school, and at first it was a problem. He didn't know what was going on. Like most children, just as a regular, don't know what's going on. But Lord Jesus, being an alien and trying to figure out school is probably crazy. So the homie go to school, and he's walking through. He's having a great time. He's like, hey, I'll see you over there at gym. Hey, I'll see you at lunch. Hey, I'll see you at recess. And then all of a sudden, he started looking around. He like, girl, wait, what's all this? What's all this? There's pink. There's red. There's stuff everywhere. Like there's hearts. You know, there's spiral twirly curly things everywhere. And he's just like, what happened to the announcement board that tells you about, you know, the Scholastic Book Fair and you know, where's the thing that tells you about, you know, the new recess schedule or the lunch menu? Where is it? What's all this heart stuff? And so he bumps into this little boy. He like, hey, what is this Valentine's Day thing? And the little boy just looking at him. Don't forget, again, Zeke is an alien, honey. He don't know what's going on. His mind is blown. His jaw is dropped. His hair is blown back. So he's like, what is this? And so the boy is just like, do you not know Valentine's? Like, sorry, we do this every year. Like, you should know by now. And so the little boy, like, this is Valentine's Day. We're celebrating. Have fun, sir. And so Zeke's like, oh my God. So he bumps into his friend. He has two friends that he made since he started being a human. He bumps into his friend Harris. He's like, Harris, the last little fool I bumped into didn't tell me nothing. What is this Valentine's Day thing? And so Harris is like, oh, this is how, we show love, you make hearts. And Zeke like, the thing that pump blood through your body, like why? And Harris had to explain, like, sir, humans see hearts as emotions. Okay, we see that as emotions. Like if somebody say you break my heart or my soul, we don't mean that like literally. We kind of mean that in a different way. But it just kind of makes you think, like, think about it. Do other people come over here and think we crazy? Because Americans do have we have some strange languages going on, but I think everybody does. So anyway, after he figures out what this Valentine's Day thing is, they have a little school assembly. So the principal calls a little school assembly and she lets them know, hey, this is capitalism, baby. This is capitalism, honey. We about that dollar. It don't matter what holiday it is, but especially on Valentine's Day, we trying to get our math up. We're trying to get our money up. So she's like, we're selling candy grams. Y'all want to send y'all little girlfriend, little boyfriend, something? Even though I thought for Valentine's Day, you bring the cute little Valentine's Day cards, and that was the thing. But this school is about capital, honey. They like, we trying to make some money, honey. So she was like, you can buy your little friends, little Valentines and whatever. And Zeke just like, he still don't understand what's going on. So he goes to school on Valentine's Day, and on his desk are 3 candygrams. And he's like, oh, he doesn't know to get excited. I wouldn't know to get excited. So he's like, oh, some people brought me candygrams. So again, he has 2 good friends, good, people that he know at the school. And of course, they brought him candygrams. Then there was a third one. And this is where we got that Mystery Valentine, y'all. So we get the third one and it says, I love you to the moon, or no, you're out of this world. And so Zeke started panicking. He like, oh my God, they know I'm an alien. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be over here just watching people like a stalker. And, now that my cover has been blown. But okay, Scott, think about this. If you're an alien at a school and you can just make yourself whatever human, wouldn't you just switch your human costume? Because that's what I would do. I would be out here looking like Beyonce. I would be the alien looking like the flyest chick ever, okay? I would just amalgamate myself with all the beautiful women. I would just be hot, honey. What would you be, Scott? If you could pick your outward, if you out there, if you could pick your outward frame, what would you look like? Would you look like you, Scott?
I don't know. I guess so.
Honey, I'll be the hottest thing walking.
Grim Reaper.
That's what Scott would look like back there. He ain't got no sense, y'all. So, he eating the chocolate. He like, this good, but I don't know who sent me this extra little candygram. We got to figure this out. So him and Harris and Zeke try to, figure this thing out. They like, oh my God, what, who could it be? So he goes through the list of girls. And by I'm talking Zeke. Zeke goes through the list of girls that he been working with. He young, so I don't think he up to no good yet. So he talks about Nancy. She helped him with his soccer game. He was like, she was, over there like, let me, hold my waist and saying, move your leg like this, move your leg like that. Then there's Debbie. She helped him with science club. She helped him, do some research stuff. She like, oh, do your beaker like that. Do your beaker like this. Then there's Jane. She helped him with history. I don't think that's sexy. So I don't have no sexiness with that. So she helped him in history. So he's like, I don't know, it got to be one of them three. And so, Harris like, okay, we gonna figure this out. And you know what you need to do? You need to figure out who this is so you can, send her a Valentine, because this is just unbalanced. One-way love is just a fantasy, is what Marvin Gaye says. So you need to send her a little, a little something to show your love. So Zeke goes home and he's like, okay, well, I got to figure this out. But he bumps into his parents, and his parents are super duper weird. They just, honey, have you seen cone heads? Y'all out there, y'all seen cone heads? I feel like that's how his parents were. They were just, honey, they were out of it. They was over there talking about some, oh, well, we celebrate something like that. We just take stuff, we dig a hole and put old furniture, in the hole, and we invite all our family and friends and we celebrate. And I was like, okay, girl, that sounds like trash pickup day, but whatever, girl, y'all celebrate what you celebrate. Who am I, the judge? I'm over here trying to look like Beyonce if I could be an alien. So who am I to judge? And so, then they start talking about Jim Rummy and the card game Hearts. And Zeke is just looking at them like, why am I talking to y'all? Why am I here? Let me go figure out who sent me a Valentine so I can figure out what to do for him. So he goes upstairs. So he definitely decides that he's going to start with Nancy, the soccer one, the one who was like, hit the ball like that. Take your leg like this. So he was like, okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to get Nancy. So he starts looking at old alien home videos, and he sees his dad give his mom some worms. And mom was like, oh, I love these. And she stuck her hand all in there. She was like, oh, it make my hand so soft. And it's like, okay, girl, you could have been looking like, Janet Jackson, but okay, girl, you want to get worms on your hands or whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good. So he's like, okay, cool. For Nancy, I'm going to get her a bucket of worms. So he gets up the day before school. He gets up an hour ahead of time, and he makes sure he gets that woman a bucket full of worms. And he takes them right onto the school. Now, Harris and him are sitting there talking before this man decides to give this young lady worms, right? And you would think Harris would think to himself, my friend don't really know how to do this. He's new. He doesn't understand what this thing is about. Let me check and do a double check on what he's doing. But Harris is like, oh, what did you get her? And Zeke's like, it's something special. It's going to be great. And Harris is like, go off. Do that. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be great. So Zeke goes, gives this woman a bucket of worms. And she is just like freaked out. She is over it. She is just like, what the hell is wrong with you? I would have threw the worms at him. And so he slumps off and he's like, oh, I guess that wasn't the best idea. So he goes and finds Harris again. And this is when he tells Harris what he decided to get this woman. And Harris is like, why you do that? That's crazy. You should have told me first. Sir, you should have asked. You ain't a real friend, Harris. You're not Harris. I don't know if you're going to find this video or if A.I Newton is going to find this, but Harris was not a real one, honey. He was not a real one. He left his friend out there. What you got, Scott?
Yeah,
he left him hanging because this potentially could have been maybe a future wife. People get married from looks like middle school. They got lockers. It's middle school bout. So, back to the drawing board. So Harris is like, you know what? Let's go to your other friend. Her name is Roxy. He was like, Roxy's a girl, so she'll know a little bit more about girls. Like, sir, I don't believe you have to be a girl to know not to give somebody worms, girl or boy. Unless they like a fisherman or they got like a lizard. I don't know. So, Roxy is just looking at him like, I know you an alien, but you ain't that damn alien. Why would you get... So she's like, okay, maybe for the next woman or the next, because these are children, the next little girl that you give the thing to, and the next little girl is going to be Debbie. Maybe with the next little girl, maybe you should make something from scratch. Now I feel like Roxy isn't a good friend either. No, these people know that this man ain't from Earth.
So it's not a secret that he's an alien?
Only 2 people know.
Oh.
Only the friends
Roxy's the other one. Harris knows.
And
Roxy knows.
Harris and Roxy, them the only 2. So I feel like Roxy should have put him on game.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we are aware that this man does not understand what he's doing. He just told you he gave the woman, the last little girl, worms. And just telling him build something with, and then he got these 2 weirdo conehead parents. So he ain't got no help. He just out here on his own. Polar thing, Polar Zeke. So he goes home and he's like, okay, cool. I'll just build her something from scratch. I got this. So he has telepathy. He could use his mind to build stuff. Again, I would be over there looking like Mariah Carey, using my mind to build stuff and put on my makeup and my outfits. It would be wonderful. What a life. So, he's like, oh, let me do my mental, let me be, I don't know, Carrie, and use my mind to like move stuff. I'm awesome. I'm an alien. I'm an awesome alien. And so he builds her a cosmic clock. He said, you can tell time on Earth. You could tell time in another solar system, in another galaxy. It's telling time everywhere because he's that dude. So he builds it, but then he has a problem. He needs a power source. Oh. So here come his conehead daddy talking about some, I got some. And that something was this alien crystal thing that they have, that they brought from wherever they're from. And so he give it to him. He like, throw that thing in there. Yeah, she gonna be real impressed. Oh, that first chick ain't like them worms? What's wrong with her? So, he gives him it. The thing works. He's having a good time. So the next day he rolls up to school. And he's like, yeah, girl, here, pretend this is it. Here, girl, yeah, look at that. You ain't never seen nothing like that before. Yeah, you was helping me with my science project. But girl, did you know that I can build cosmic clocks? I'm that dude. And everything's going well. And Debbie is super stoked that she has this cosmic clock. But guess what happens, Scott? I don't know. That crystal that the daddy gave him was way too powerful for that little clock. So, it blows up. Oh, no. Sorry. My allergies are acting up. It blows up. And it says that it hits her in the face. Oh, okay. And so she looking at him like, sir, you bringing explosive devices to school, this is ridiculous. So he feels bad. Zeke is feeling bad. Zeke's like, oh my God, this is not going well. I should have just got these people a candygram, which yes, yeah, that would have been like, sir, return the energy. If she got you a candygram, you get her a candygram back. You ain't got to be doing all this. But he did it anyway. So he feels sad, and he comes to school the next day, and he's just sitting there down. He's down for the count, honey. He like cue the sad music, honey. He is not having a good time. He is not. And so the friends are trying to cheer him up, and they're like, you know what? Any person would be, they would be just privileged to have you as a friend. Don't be feeling down about yourself. But he's like, I can't get no girlfriend. And I can't get this Valentine's Day thing right. So you know what? I'm over it. So even into recess, even after they tried to uplift him, even though y'all could have uplifted him before he got the worms and the clock, y'all could have helped him out. But now he down and out because of y'all. I blame them a little bit too. Now y'all want to uplift them. But even after that, during recess, he is still not uplifted. So he's sitting on a bench and he's just like, dude, I ain't figured out. I ain't even got to the third chick. I'm scared to go to the third chick. Something may blow up. The second chick got shrapnel in her face. And the first chick is just weirded out by the worms. Clearly, she didn't read Goosebumps. Wasn't there Go Eat Worms?
What's that?
Goosebumps Go Eat Worms. Wasn't that a Goosebumps book?
Was it? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was. I was an avid R.L. Stine fan too. Goosebumps and Fear Street. So, all of a sudden some little girl approaches him and she's like, hey, you doing okay over there? And he's like, yeah, I keep giving Valentines out and it's just not working out. I got this. Oh, no, he didn't say that. He said, I got this mystery Valentines and I can't figure out who gave me the Valentine. So, I'm sad. He omitted, smart boy, that he blew up one of them and gave a girl a worm. Smart boy. Smart. And so the little girl was like, well, how do you know the person that gave you the Valentines is standing right in front of you? Okay. So, she's like, it's me. And he looks up and guess who it is, Scott? It's Jane. It's Jane. Jane standing there just, honey, showing she young. I don't know how many teeth she has. We just gonna give her the adult amount, showing all 28 teeth, child. Just, yes, hey, it's me. I like you. I want you. That's what she's saying. So Scott is over there looking at me like I'm crazy. So so Jane puts him on game. This is the first person in the book to give this man good advice. Finally, it's almost the end of the book, by the way. So the first person to give him good advice is Jane. And Jane tells him, I like poems. And so the homie is like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. And not mess it up. So he writes a bunch of poems, but he still ain't, you could take a alien out of their planet, but you can't take the planet out of them. Because this man went out there talking about, your hair look like cheese from talking about, you smell like roses or flowers from, sir, don't nobody know what that is. If you ask me to repeat that, I can't. So Harris finally figured out maybe you need to help your friend out, and was like, let me see that poem real quick. And so he looked at it. He's like, sir, don't nobody know what that is. Did you want to use human stuff or did you want to AI? Like, I would have been like, sir, use AI. Do something. Get a ghost writer like rappers. Do something else. Not what you're doing, because it's not good. So he's nice. He's like, that's not gonna work. Use human stuff. Use some human stuff. Don't nobody know your planet and don't nobody care. And ain't you supposed to be keeping it secret? So Zeke catches the hint, and I'm gonna read y'all. Oh, wait, before that. Now, I'm going to show y'all. She was into him. Y'all think I'm playing about my girl showing all 32 teeth. I marked the part for y'all. Look at how she looking back at him. Look at that side. I'm like, yes, honey. He watching me as I walk away. That's what that looks like. He want it. So, the homie, look at how he grinning. He showing all, I'm just going to give him 28. Okay. He's showing all 28 teeth too. So, he putting it in for this poem. And this is what my homie came up with. Okay. I was proud of the homie. I was like, okay, little homie, look at you, little homie. Look at you. Got that Mac. He's a Mac. Little Mac. Mac Jr. He said, I like the way you smile. I like your kind of style. I like the things you do. But mostly, I like you. Period. Wait, he ain't done. You're always nice to me. You always help me see That friends mean a lot to you. They mean that to me too. So here's a thought for you. I hope you like it too. Thanks for being a friend of mine. Jane, please be my Valentine. Period. Period.
Wow,
Period.
it's pretty good for now.
Bars. Bars. He's giving, you know what Zeke was giving? He was giving 1970s Marvin Gaye, I Want You kind of album. He was giving bars. He could have made that into a song. So he gives her that. Jane is floored, honey, in the best way possible, though. Not in the way that old girl who had the shrapnel in her face was. And definitely not like the girl who got the worms. They were floored too, but in a very different way. So Jane is floored. She is excited. She's like, you're my bestie. You my man. And she's pleased. And Zeke finally, for the first time, is not homesick, and he's happy to be there, even though he had two other friends that was hyping him up. You would think he would be grateful for him, but he was not. But now he is official, because he just needed a woman, I think, to add on to what he had. Now he's officially happy. He's ready to stay on Earth, maybe to the next thing. I don't know what the series brings, but he's happy. So he goes, he tells Roxy, he tells Harris, he's like, oh my God, it was super, super successful. And afterwards, they invite Jane. They go to whoever's house. I don't know who. They just said they went to some, I don't know whose house they went to, and they play video games together. And that concludes the book. Scott, what did you think?
Yeah, that was cute.
It was fun. I had a good time. I'm glad I picked this one up. It was really cute. Okay, what lessons did you learn, Scott?
Worms are not a good Valentine's Day present.
No. Anything else?
Definitely don't want to have something that's going to explode.
You don't know. No. Because that poor girl probably had to go to the school nurse, and then they probably transported her to like the burn unit or something. Like, sir, that didn't sound like it went down well. And it hit her in the face. I was like, girl, run from him. Don't help him with science no more. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, lessons learned for me. If you know your friend need a lot of help, because all of us have that one friend that just ain't all the, like, you like, okay, you need a little extra oomph. Give them that extra voom. Give them that extra oomph. Help them out. Because this book wouldn't have been that long if they had helped them out. And when you're feeling, you know what? Another lesson too, and this is it. The second lesson I learned through one of my psychology classes. They said that when you feel like down and depressed, sometimes, or you feel like got low self-esteem and stuff, this is a fun tip. Like, if you don't remember anything I say, remember this. And it's gonna sound crazy, but look it up. They say when you feel low, helping people actually makes you feel better about yourself. I'm not kidding. Because then you see people in lower circumstances, and it kind of puts things in perspective for you and helps you to understand that maybe your situation ain't the worst. So remember, his spirits were low, and then once he gave her that wonderful poem and she was super excited, it lifted up his spirits. I think that was part of the messaging in there. Doing something for other people sometimes will get you out of your slump, because happiness is contagious. So with that, I bid you guys the happiest of Valentine's Day ever. I do love you guys to the moon and back. We're all part of the human family. So from wherever I am to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. You have the best Valentine's Day. And remember, just because you ain't got no date does not mean you can't love on yourself. Okay? Self-love is considered love too. So love on yourself. Have the best day ever. Eat a bunch of chocolate. Watch some crazy movie. Go on a date. Do whatever makes you happy. And we'll see you next time. It ain't going to be tomorrow.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, I forgot that. I do that every time. And then here comes Scott. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I bid you guys adieu. Boy, I got to cook dinner. Boy.